Tim Collins with Cullman today. I'm out with City of Cullman Councilwoman Jenny Folsom. Ms. Folsom, you've got a big announcement today, don't you?
I do, Tim. I wanted to announce that I plan to run for the City Council in Cullman, Alabama for re-election. This would be the third time.
It is the third time. You won in 2008 with a little opposition.
Yes.
Last time, no opposition.
Yes.
And this time you're going again. Now, you've got quite a history, both family and personally, in politics and education. Let's focus on the immediate last 8 years. Tell us what your thoughts are while you've been in office, some of the things that you've accomplished, and what you look back on favorably.
Okay, Tim. Looking back, starting in 2008, the first term, the first 4 years were very challenging financially. I think we all can remember the recession in 2008. For several years after that, we had to cut the budget, delay capital improvements, and just struggle. But the citizens of Cullman, the department heads that work for the city were just wonderful. I think, because of their personal budgets, they understood what we were going through and pulled together. Looking back on the last 4 years, from 2012 forward, we have seen a resurgence in Cullman. Some good, some bad. The bad part would be, of course, the tornado of 2011 was very catastrophic for the city of Cullman, and a lot of people and businesses here had a lot of damage. But the resurgence after that and the growth that we've been experiencing in the last few years, I think, is just it's really inspired me to look to the future of what we can be.
Well, and I got to say this, I spend a fair amount of time in your work sessions, going to the city council meetings, and what I find is you're extremely well prepared, very engaged. There's not a thing that comes through your meetings that you don't have an intimate knowledge about. You must spend a lot of time in the business of being a city councilwoman.
I do. I guess that's my background of doing my homework. My entire full-time working career was in education. The last 22 years, administrator, dean of academic affairs, and vice president at Wallace State. So, you learn to be prepared in that vocation.
I follow you. Well, obviously that's helped get through the city through some tough times and now good times. Obviously, the city of Cullman's in a good place financially. There's lots of positives you can talk about. Tell us a little bit about your vision for what's next for Cullman beyond where we're at now.
Oh, yes. I just see the potential of Cullman is just tremendous. There are no boundaries to the potential of Cullman, especially in the area of technology, how that has changed our everyday world, everyday working world. I look to see a lot of course, this will be on social media, and the instant connection that we have with people. I like to see a lot of this infused in day-to-day operations with city government.
I gotcha. Now I'm going to have to ask you some hard questions about politics.
Okay.
Last time you ran unopposed. There's a certain belief in people I've talked to that'll happen again, but you never know. You could have to face some opposition. If so, what are your plans? How are you going to be campaigning?
Well, first of all, competition is always good and healthy for everybody involved, and especially for the city of Cullman. Of course, it would be nice to be unopposed, but I don't expect to be, and so I plan to work hard, knocking on doors, speaking to every group, and trying to digitally reach people through social media in any way that I can. I like to hear from the citizens and would be open to talk to anybody about anything.
Yeah, I believe that's true. Now, in speaking with some other candidates, they're talking about putting on tennis shoes and going door to door. I have a feeling you might do a little of that as well, wouldn't you?
Oh yes, I did that the first time, very much so. And it's most people are just, they're so warm and hospitable, but oftentimes will tell you things that you need to hear that you aren't aware of, and unless you get out and talk to the people, you just don't know what's going on all the time.
Yeah, makes sense. Any final thoughts? Anything else you'd like to impart to the citizens before I let you go?
No, I just plan to do the best I can, and I'm in this to win, and would look forward to another 4 years of seeing Cullman's growth.
Jenny Folsom, in it to win it, 2016. I appreciate you taking your time to talk to me.
Thank you.